So, hey guys, what's up? This is the final and last time I'm trying to do this video because I've tried doing it twice already. First time in my car and it was too dark and it was about 10 minutes. Second time I just tried editing it and none of the editing was working for me and I'm not going to sit here at 3 a.m. and try doing this. I tried doing this once at 2:15. And that video ended up being 16 minutes. I don't think you guys will stick around for 16 minutes, so I'm going to try to keep this one a little bit shorter. I just talk and talk and talk. I don't mean to. But I went to Columbus today. It was pretty goddamn amazing. Well, I just got back from Columbus today. Notice my amazing specs that don't match anything, PS, because that's going to be a story later on, maybe, if I want to get to it. Anyways, got back from Columbus today around 2 a.m. Yes, I prefer driving during the night. Better. There's less traffic. Anyways, so I just got done talking to Ashley, who told her about what I'm about to tell you right now. Columbus was pretty nice. I kept everything in a running log that was funny, but it's really, really long, and it's like a post-it. Anyways, I don't know if you guys can hear my music too. I hope you guys can hear me too, because earlier when I was listening to it, the microphone wasn't taking it too well, so maybe if I bring you closer to my bosom, no, I'm just kidding. You'd be able to hear me better, I don't know. We're gonna find out though. But, so the first thing I want to point out was me, Matt, and Jonathan were about to go out, I think to a gay bar, I'm not sure, or a gay night at a bar, but it wasn't supposed to be carding that night, just remember that. Anyway, so, we're getting ready and my contacts are bothering me. Guess what, my contacts are bothering me again. They can go fuck themselves. I'm pretty sure I've worn them the entire summer, so I need to put a new pair in anyways. So, we were getting ready, I took out my contacts, and I put on my glasses, and Matt just looks at me and he's like, "Are you gonna go out in your glasses?" No, he's like, "Are you going out in your glasses?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not? Is there a problem with that?" You're seriously going out in your glasses. Like, really? Like, you're saying, "Oh, I'm gonna pick up a man, blah, blah, blah." You're going out in your glasses. Good. Great job there. Here, let me go put mine on, too. Alright, geez, I'll take off my glasses. Like, Jesus Christ. I could talk with you right now without my glasses. I'm a little blind. I can still do it. I think I'm going to. We'll try for a while until I get a headache, and it's like, hopefully it won't be that long. This post won't be that long, and you guys won't pay attention to it. And I want you guys to pay attention to it. P.S. I decided, thanks to all of your wonderful posts, that I was going to make a YouTube account. So I'm working on it. Hopefully make one tonight. Probably not. But I'm going to start one. And this is my first video on my webcam, because fuck my phone, even though this will probably be about 1,000 times easier on my phone. And better lighting. Yes, I could go anywhere in my room. Right now I'm trying to have good lighting. I still have terrible. Okay, anyways. So, that's my first story. He bitched at me about my glasses. Yes, I'm putting them back on so you guys can all enjoy my scholarly look. Yes, sexy, isn't it? I'm too into myself, I'm sorry. But, so we go to the bar, and they're carding. They usually never card at the Union on Thursday nights, but it's the first school weekend back at Columbus, at OSU, so I'm fucked. I'm underage, still can't go. No, I'm not underage. But, so, and the thing was that I would have probably flashed my titties to get in. Not, maybe, I don't know. It was just a joke. It was a running joke. Because the dude that was a bouncer had a Fine Fred shirt on, and for those of you guys who don't know, Fine Fred's like eHarmony for gay men. And so this obviously meant the man was gay, so my titties didn't even look on him. So I got all dolled up for no reason. We went back to Matt's, and we sat there and we were talking about the last exorcism and demons and aliens and stuff like that, and then apparently Jonathan believes in demons but not aliens, and me and Matt was just like, what? How do you believe it? Like, we thought it was crazy, and I don't want to get really into it, but my question to you viewers, this is what I pose. Aliens or demons? Which was more plausible to you? Hopefully you'll remember this question by the end of this clip, because I want to know. Anyways, so the next thing on the list, I'm not going to talk about Seven tonight, but I want to, the movie Seven, the 1995 Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman movie. I still haven't finished it. Anyways, if you have the movie Seven, or you just want a cheap date, I'm pointing at me right now. Rent Seven, or have it. So watch it. We'll discuss. I already know who the killer is, so that doesn't matter. But I'll come back to it. Anyways, the crazy thing I thought was, on the way back from the club, we passed an orange cab taxi. The maximum capacity was 4, and I was like, oh, It was a van. Did I mention that? That it was a van. A van. Maximum capacity 4. I didn't understand that. Maybe that's just because it'd be drunken people. And that why it was 4. And it's more drunk people. Okay. The amount of drunk people equals greater capacity? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. Anyways. What else was there? There was something else. Okay. Then today. Today was amazing. I'm trying to keep this short. So I'm just moving straight on to the concert, which I got to go to with he was my freshman, and he's my freshman again. Oh my goodness. Joe Reagan. He's graduating. He's off to OSU. It's crazy. I got to meet a couple of his friends, actually. I got to meet his roommate, Chris, who had this amazing throw that after numerous fighting with me and Chi-Chi / Cha-Cha, I'll get back to Cha-Cha in a minute, he finally picked out his throw, and it was huge. It's amazing. I love men with throws, and it was crazy. I loved it. After me and Chi-Chi both yelled at him to get down on his knees and take it like a man. Yeah, we said that. Anyways, and then I also met Jimmy, who has both of his kitties named. I hit one of those kitties pretty hard. Hopefully that left the bruise, Jimmy. And then I met Chi-Chi, who I was trying to remember everyone's name about 20 minutes after I met them, and I was like, okay. And I forgot everyone's but hers, and I was like, Cha-Cha! And everyone started laughing. I was really confident about it, too, and they're like, it's Chi-Chi. And I was like, it's 2 balls off. I'm just kidding, no, 2 balls off. And, pissed me off, but whatever. So she's forever dubbed Cha-Cha. She's a little Asian girl, and I love her. The reason I bring up that Asian is because later in the dorm, I was making a joke, and I was like, hey, Joe, you got really lucky having this cool guy as a roommate. You hear these horror stories. At least he's not, I was about to say Asian. It's just the same Asian, but the other 3 dudes already knew that I was going to say Asian, so they started cracking up laughing, like, oh my god. And Chi-Chi, the Asian, Cha-Cha, didn't know what I was about to say. I was like, no, sweetie, you don't want to know. You're going to hate me then. I'm a bitch. You don't want to know. And she's like, no, tell me. And I was like, I said at least he's not Asian. And she was like, oh my god, no, I totally agree. Like I hear those horror stories too, where they're foreigners and they come over and blah, blah, blah. And like, they have the thick accents. It's terrible. Like, oh my god, I felt like such a bad person. Anyways, next step is Weezer. Bam! What's the concert? It was motherfucking amazing. Free concert that I just so happened to stumble upon. It was really funny because the last time I posted to you guys was, I was listening to Weezer in the background, and I was like, yeah, that's motherfucking amazing! And then I ended up seeing them tonight. That's just how great my life is, right? They played some of my favorite songs, Buddy Holly, Hash Pipe, Perfect Situation, love that song, Beverly Hills, and apparently they like MGMT, and they did a cover of Kids, and guess what they did in the middle of that cover? In the middle of that cover, they played Lady Gaga, Poker Face, yeah, and you want to know the amazing thing? That Rivers, the main singer, actually ended up putting a blonde wig on, a blonde Lady Gaga wig, over top while he was singing Poker Face, and that is the reason, viewer, right now, that I am wearing these glasses, because if I was in Elmore, Ohio right now, I'd have a blonde platinum wig on, but I don't, so I'm wearing Coach glasses instead to personify my Lady Gaga, just so you know. The Lady Gaga on me right now is my Coach glasses. I just wanted to show you guys that. It was just pretty awesome. The concert was amazing. I had a great time, and I want to sign off on the dirty monologue that went on in my head earlier today. I was getting into the back seat of a car, and earlier that day I was in the passenger seat of that same car, and I was climbing into the back of the car, and I was like, God, how I hate back seats. And in my head, in my inner monologue, I was like, you are a fucking lying slut. Because, high school, love them back seats. First boyfriend Jake, I guess I can take you with that. I really actually quite regret mentioning him in this. I doubt he'd ever watch it. But the funny thing was that my inner monologue called myself a liar and a slut. My inner monologue is like calling me out a slut. I thought it was funny. The people I had spoken that joke later, they found it funny. So, I just thought it was funny because it was like one of those things where it's just like like if I was one of my best friends, I would have totally said that to me. I would have been like, no, that's not what you would have said in high school, Jackie. But I called it out on myself, and then I told the joke later, and now I'm leaving it for the viewing world to hear. And I'm done now. I'll have more later. I just didn't want this to be that long. And next time, discussing movie 7. Hopefully, I'll have it finished by then if somebody wants to watch it with me and Ken. So, love you guys.